Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's EEIDP session on classroom management and student engagement. A good classroom is not just about finishing the syllabus. It is about creating a space where every child feels safe, respected, focused, and excited to come to school every day. When the children feel connected and involved, learning becomes natural and joyful. In today's session, we will explore simple and practical ways to manage the classroom better, how to set clear routines, build positive behavior, and create rules with children instead of for the children. We will also learn engaging techniques like questioning, storytelling, group work, and activities that keep every student active and curious, not just the ones in the front bench. Along with this, we will talk about real classroom challenges, distractions, low attention, mixed ability, and how we can handle them with patience, consistency, and creativity so that no child is left behind. At Skillveda, we believe that classroom management is not about control, it's about connection. And when we connect well, engage well, real learning happens. Let's extend a warm welcome to Ms. 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, our expert trainer, a CBSE resource person, an educationist and consultant, who is all set to guide you through this learning journey. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Ms. 𝗕𝗂𝗀.
Thank you so much, Twinkle ma'am. Thank you, Skillveda, and thank you everyone for having me on this platform. And we'll make sure very well. Twinkle ma'am has said that the classroom engagement happens only when you feel safe. So I hope so. All my participants will feel safe and be as interactive as we all can make it possible. And please do ask the questions, do participate with the activities, because the activities are for us to have a good time along with the learning. That's exactly what we are here for the fun learning, right? I think so that a pre-webinar worksheet has been shared with you all, right?
Everybody, can we switch on the camera so that we can interact better?
Yeah, absolutely. That is really, really going to be good. And so good, Anu.
Thank you, Anusha ji.
Yeah.
Deepika ji, Anu ji.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah. So I think so that this sheet has been shared with you all. Okay, so this is going to give me also a clear idea. Okay, so what is your biggest classroom management challenge right now? Is it student attention, talking disciplines issues, low student participation, managing group work, or different learning levels in one class? Or I would add on from my side, all of the above. that can also be the thing, no? Yes, everyone? Can we have your answers? Kindly unmute yourself. Yes. Hi, yeah.
Ma'am, the main challenge I'm facing is in the large class of 45 students, while doing activity, maintaining discipline.
Okay, all right. So basically, you are saying that while doing activities, the student get really haphazard, right? That is what you're thinking.
Class control is
absolutely
challenging.
Especially while we are doing activities, right? Some of them get really overexcited. Some of them, take it as an opportunity to be more disruptive, right? So these things can happen. Okay. Is it okay if I am going to use both the languages, English and Hindi? Is it acceptable? Right? Everyone? Yeah. Okay. How do you usually engage students in class? Questions, activities, stories, videos, group work, or all of it, depending on what topic is going on? Yes. Anu ma'am, can we have a from you? Yeah.
In fact, all of them. Right? And as you told, it depends on the topic.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Fine. Not everyone, all of the topics in all the classes. But like, for example, if it could be questions and discussions and group work in one period, Next, it could be activities or videos, depending on the topic. But then I use all.
Absolutely, right? Somewhere or the other, one day we are using the GDs, one day we are playing some kind of activities, one day we are showing them the videos or doing things through technology, and then we also give them the group work and things like that. Okay, so let's see the scenarios. So two students keep talking while you are explaining a concept. What will you do in that moment to manage them without stopping the lesson? What is going to be your take? Yes, Anusha ma'am, Deepika ma'am.
Yeah, while continuing the explanation, we'll be looking at them continuously. The stare. If we give a stare, they will come to our attention and they will stop talking.
Okay. All right. So basically, it is your eyes that are doing all the talking. Okay, that's great. Yes, Deepika ma'am. Anything beyond this?
Yeah, ma'am. If two students keep talking while we are explaining the concept, without disturbing my lesson, I would be quickly framing some questions related to the topic which is going on, and I'll throw the question on them so that they can be little bit get involved in giving the answer, and their attention will come on the topic.
Absolutely. That can also, because the challenge is that we don't have to stop our teaching or our lesson, right? So we can give them the stares and the glares. We can prompt the question, or also while taking the round, you can always stand near them. That is also going to give them this indication that teacher knows that what are they up to, and she is noticing each and everything. Yeah. You ask a question and the same 3 students are answering every time. The rest is stay quiet. What strategy will you use to involve more students?
Ma'am, in this case, we can set a clear expectation in a class, like we can have a small activity. We can write a name of each and every student on the ice cream sticks. And then a student should be very much known that my teacher does not ask question from few of them. Any name can be picked at the instant and any student can be. So everyone is going to be attentive and they'll be ready to give the answer. But classroom expectations should be made clear prior to that. I think, ma'am, we call this activity as a lolly loto.
Okay. Oh, that's a cute name given. Okay. Yeah. So all the students in your class, they know that raising hand is going to be one thing, but it doesn't mean that the teacher is going to ask only from the students who have raised their hand. She can ask from anyone taking out that ice cream stick. That's a beautiful thing. Anyone else with any other thing? Okay, we'll be proceeding. Okay. During group activity, the class become very noisy and off task. How will you bring the class back to the focus and the concentration? That is what one of the teachers has asked. No, that during activities, I am facing a lot of problem that the students, start going here and there. Any idea?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we can use the attention grabber.
Attention grabber. Okay.
Means focus, everybody focus. Like that.
Okay, all right. No, basically, okay, that is also one thing, but you have given them some kind of activity which involves the movement around the class, around the furniture, and in that process, they are making a lot of noise, okay? It might be happy giggles, but they are still making noise. So how are you going to, just get them back together? And you have to continue with your activity also.
In fact, before the activity is started, right, when we give them instructions, we need to give what the expectations are. So this is how you need to be doing it. It's just going to be a 5-minute activity, right? Yes, movement needed, not needed. You know what is expected of the students. And I'll tell, if I notice your sound level is going to go high, I am just going to do this, some kind of an action where they understand, yes, we are. Because they are not consciously raising their voice. It's because their discussion is happening. So some kind of a thing then you can have some.
We need to have some kind of signal to them, that the things are going out of hand. Wonderful. A student refuses to participate and says, "This is boring. I am not going to be there." How will you handle this and re-engage the student? You know, many of our Gen Zs, they are very outspoken and they are going to say, no, ma'am, I have done that. This is too easy, or maybe they are not saying anything, but they are not going to participate also. But we need to have their participation. How are you going to do that? Yes, Anusha ma'am.
Yeah, we can ask him we can keep him as a challenge. We can ask him, do it as a challenge. Finish it off before everyone does. Or we can talk with him and then ask why it is so boring for you. And then we can accept what his interest is, and then accordingly we can change.
Yeah. Just tweak the thing and ask him or her the same thing. Okay. So if you find this boring, then what is it just create it in an interesting way, right? So then they are going to see the outcome will be they are going to give you a new way of doing that activity, or that child is going to do that anyways, right? So it is always a win-win situation. Okay. Yes. So you have 40 students and very limited time to complete the syllabus. How will you manage time and still keep student engaged? And now this is a question which is universal, I think so. Yes.
Ma'am, if we have to manage the time and still we have to keep the students engaged, and our syllabus is also means in limited time we have to complete the syllabus. So we can turn the topics into interactive stories where students can we can involve them in role play, or we can give them as a character to act out.
Absolutely.
And even we can insert the quick questions also into the plot to test all the 45 students simultaneously.
Yeah. So this is known as integration, basically, right? That is what our NEP and our CBSE board is stressing on, that we need to do activities. We need to do 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗆 and 𝗕𝗂𝗀𝗀𝗆 with our students, but that should not be an extra work because we need to complete our syllabus. So the integration of these things, that's exactly what ma'am has said, that if we are teaching them any kind of chapter which can be done as a role play, let's do that, and that chapter is done, right? And if any of our SST chapter can be done in the form of a visit to a nursery or visit to a place, then it is going to be like that. If we are doing any kind of maths thing that can make them, take out the price of the things, and if a visit to this Vishal Mega Mart or your big bazaar can happen, that can also be the thing. Right. So it is all about how creative we can become with our lessons. Students finish their work early and start disturbing others. Yeah. What 2 activities can you keep ready for the early finishers?
Okay, if I have such students, I mean, I already know that there are such students who always, finish activities first. That's how well I know. As a teacher, you need to know your students beforehand. So you need to have ready-made activities already for these students. I know these students like, 𝗖𝗱 and Mala, both of them finish the lessons always fast. So I need to have something more challenging for them. That is one thing. The other is I can use them as a peer or buddy for other students. Okay, now you're finished. Can you help? So there will be someone who's struggling. Why don't you just look at that? Can you just help me with that? Little. So they will also feel responsible. It's not just, oh, we finished and now we can chat. So it's going to be a responsible, accountable role factor.
They can be the peer teachers, right? Or you can always have the books for them or any kind of ready-made activity sheets that are being kept beforehand. Great. a student is continuously distracted by phone, talking to peers, right? So what will be your approach to manage this positively? It should not be, phone is not allowed, but a student is continuously distracted talking to the other students. So, you know what, this concept of class keep quiet is so obsolete and medieval now that firstly we used to say this keep quiet, and now we expect them to be the great orators. So this is not aligning with our this, right? So we have to change our instructions to let's talk relevant, right? So even if a student is continuously distracted, what can be your approach to manage this positively?
Ma'am, in this case, what we can do is that we can speak privately after the class to understand the reason of his behavior. And if still that issue continues, then I think we should involve parents or the school counselor so that we can maintain a supportive approach toward the student. If the things are not working, then we can go with that.
All right. Yeah. After lunch break, students come back low energy and unfocused. One quick activity will you do to bring back the energy? Because during lunch break, they are running as if they have been caged free, right? And when they come back, it's all sweat and drinking water spilled, ketchup here and there, and they are all too much of the energy has been drained, so they are low energetic right now. How are you going to bring back the energy? We have to do some kind of kinesthetic activity, right? We cannot tell them, Aate Saat class mein, open your book to page number 25, let's continue with our this. So the one, engaging activity. We'll be doing a lot of activities today. You can always, get those activities in your classrooms also, okay? During online or hybrid class, students keep their cameras off and don't respond. All right. So this is for our participants as well. Okay. So I want everyone to be there on the camera. Okay. How will you
Shilpi ji, few participants can't switch on their cameras. Okay. They have messaged me, so we can go with it.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Yeah. So we need to keep on taking their names. That's what I have learned during Corona period, right? That we need to take on, because during Corona period, we all know that we were not even knowing whether the child is there behind the device or no. कि पापा class ले रहे, मम्मी class ले रहे, या फिर किसी चाचा चाची को बिठा दिया. Because that's quite a possibility, right? So we just...
That was the thing. That was not the possibility. That was the true fact, actually.
True fact, ma'am. मेरे तो class 12 psychology में तीन शाहरुख खान एक ही साथ आ गए थे. मैं तो बस overwhelmed ही हो गई थी कि भाई कहाँ से
आती क्लास में आ सकते तीनों शाहरुख खान. That is possible also.
So you gave instruction, but half the class did not follow them correctly. What will you change in your instruction giving next time? Yes.
Come again. What's the question?
The question is that the instructions that has been given to the students by you, they haven't been followed well. So what is going to be your strategy in giving instructions next time? We have to be more and more specific. We need to repeat our instructions 3 times. Because then only it gets registered in our head, like in their heads, and in fact, in our heads also. And we need to, keep it very specific. Yes. Open your English grammar book, chapter 5, page number 25. Let's start with exercise 2. Again, we need to give it. Right? So, yes, Anu ma'am, would you like to add on something here?
I mean, like if it is certain activities, I would like it to be displayed also. These are the expectations. This is what you need to follow. So that there will be children who be listening as well as audio and visual happening.
Because, yeah, because we are going to have visual, auditory, and kinesthetic students. That is what the different kind of students in our class. So we need to give the instructions in different ways. Now, these questions you are going to just hold on. We'll be discussing once we have completed the webinar. One classroom rule I want to implement. One thing I hope to learn in today's webinar, you all can tell me that right now. Bring one real problem from your class to discuss. I think the scenarios that we have discussed, that are the most common one. But if you have anything else, you can always tell me. And what are your expectations from the webinars? This I am curious to know. Yeah. Everyone, let's see that how engaging this webinar goes, because if this goes engaging, then only our classroom will be there, right? Okay. So by the end of the session, we are going to have the proactive classroom management systems. We need to have the increased student agency. They are the agents, as Anu ma'am has really very well said, that if my two of the students complete their work, they are going to be my peer teachers, right? Improve engagement through inquiry. All right. Then manage challenging behavior. There are going to be case studies. Then design engaging learning experiences and use formative assessment to sustain engagement. Okay. Now, these are the words given. You have to choose just one word. My classroom feels like busy, creative, chaotic, safe, curious, silent, energetic. You can only choose one, and you have to give me why also. Yes.
Ma'am, curious.
Curious. Why, ma'am?
Because, ma'am, because if the students are more curious toward whatever the topic which I want to impart in my lesson, then I think I'll be able to meet the objective of my lesson.
All right.
Yes.
Great. Yes. Yes.
Yes, the curiosity is there. I always have that as a strategy.
Now,
Because
curiosity is off the table.
Yes.
Now Deepika ma'am has taken away that dish. Next thing on the menu, ma'am. Now, see, my classroom is always chaotic. Frankly telling you. Yeah, Anu ma'am. So your classroom, besides curious,
very curiosity, energetic. Yes, I would like all of them to be fully charged. Like when the moment I see them just even simply blankly staring at me, I know that they are not with me. They may be looking at me, their thoughts are somewhere else.
I know. There are at times that they are seeing through us,
different
right?
world.
Anusha ma'am.
So besides those two options,
they are off the table.
Creative, more creative with the more activities and all, and silent while teaching, both.
All right. So we want our classroom to be like this, but somewhere or the other, our classroom becomes a mix of everything for sure, right? Because I don't think so that your every classroom, every day, in every period will be the same. We have different energy, we have different vibrations, so is a student, right? And it is going to be very, very different. But yes, on an average, okay? So let's reframe the room. So the traditional classroom was teacher was having the control. Now here students have ownership. They decide. And trust me, they are the one, because if they are not going to get, if they are not going to engage themselves with the topic, and if you are not able to manage the classroom as expected, then it is going to be futile for you to drain your energy. Okay, now ye wali cheez ab nahi reh gayi hai. Class, listen to me. They are definitely going to say, why, ma'am? Why? कुछ तो ऐसा लेकर आओ कि हम ध्यान लगाएं, because the correction is going to happen afterwards once you have connected with them. The first thing is the connection, and then only you have the right to correct them. अदरवाइज आप कर ही नहीं सकते, वो तो आपसे कहेंगे कि आप हो कौन, and they are doing these things with it. Compliance, first of all, it was all about do as I am telling you. यहाँ पर you are asking them, you are making things for them. Okay, my classroom, I want to come complete this. Let's have some kind of activity which is going to make them the agent. They are the doer. They are the creator here. Okay. Silence was said to be the well-managed, well-disciplined class. Again, it has to be a happy, chaotic, relevant, talkative class. There were rules. Now here we have agreements. So do we agree that for next 5 minutes you are going to listen to me, and for the next 5 minutes you all can ask me as many questions as you want, and after that 5 minutes we are going to have an activity based on that. हम उन्हें पहले ही उसका break through दे देते. Then content coverage. It was all about completing the curriculum. But now it's all about, if you are starting with a topic like adjective. Okay, so how are you going to describe yourself? क्या चीज ऐसी है? What is your strength? आपको अगर अपने आप को डिस्क्राइब करना है, कैसे करोगे आप? So you are empowering them, you are asking them the question. Correct answers were the only thing. यहाँ पर you have to give them the case studies, you have to make their neurons work. So they need to have that thinking part. It's not about the books and the questions anymore. It's all about the lesson and the learn from that book, right? What classroom management really means, it is all about designing systems. As we all have discussed, you all have discussed with all those 10 case studies, we need to have a system, very clear, specific, niched instructions. Before doing the activity, what are the expectations, how the discipline of the class is expected, how the prompting and answers should happen. Building relationship, again, connection before correction. Creating routines. We need to have some kind of routine. For example, if you are a math teacher, Mondays and Tuesdays are going to be our explanation days. Wednesday, we are going to do some worksheet of our own created thing. Thursday, Friday is going to be our exercises. Saturday will be the revision. If they know that there is a routine, then they are going to be more participative. Promoting responsibilities, as we have discussed, that we need to divert their energy. We need to channelize their energy in giving them the responsibilities. If you find this boring, create an interesting version. If you have completed your work first, kindly read this chapter, find out 5 words, or do this task for me, or help the other students who are still doing the things. And then reflection. That exit ticket, what they have learned after the class, is very, very important. Yeah? Okay. So, these are certain statements. You have to take 3 essential agreements. कौन से होंगे आपके? आप बताओ मुझे. We listen actively, we disagree respectfully, we ask questions, we celebrate mistakes, everyone belongs. Now, again, it's a menu card and you can order only 3 dishes. What are going to be yours? Tell me.
Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. We disagree respectfully. We ask questions.
Yes.
We celebrate mistakes.
Yes. Gone are the days when the teachers felt offended when the students were used to say, ma'am, you are not wrong, or I haven't understood this thing, the concept wasn't clear to me. The teachers used to feel very offended, right? But gone are the days. If they disagree, we are going to respect their disagreements, because we need to understand and accept this fact that this generation somehow is smarter than us. We might be hard, we are hard workers, we are knowledgeable, we are experienced, but yes, they are smart. Yep. Yes. What all 3 things are you going to take? Anushama.
Yes. We listen actively, we ask
Okay.
questions, everyone belongs.
Everyone belongs. Yes, it is all about inclusivity.
Everyone's participation.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sabko include karna hai. There has to be the inclusion. There are no top rankers or below rankers. There are only the students who are doing this with you for the first time. Let's imagine in that way. So we need to show them that belongingness, right? Okay, so now comes the agency and the psychological safety. अब पता है classroom management एक और इससे होता है that they are going to listen to you if you have made them feel safe, that their questions or their wrong or irrelevant answers are not being judged by. They feel valued, they feel heard, and then it is going to be a safe environment. The learning should happen only and only when you have made them. We are not imposing on them, तुम्हें ये पढ़ना ही पढ़ना है. What? से पहले why पढ़ा दो उन्हें. What is your content, the chapter that has to be taught? If you are going to give 1 minute or 2 minutes before you start that chapter, that why you should study this chapter. And if they are going to get the satisfaction with that, it's absolutely fine. And then keep on asking them the questions, keep on, prompting them. And even if they give irrelevant answer, okay, I have noted down your answer. Let's complete the topic and we'll be coming back to that again. Okay. Now, there are 3 dimensions of the engagement. Now, I want your engagement because very interesting activities are coming up. Okay. I request my other participants also. I do understand you cannot switch on your video, but if your answers can happen in the chat box also, that is also great. Yeah, at least some kind of engagement can be there. So the 3 dimensions of engagement that we can have in our classroom is behavioral, emotional, and cognitive, right? So I am going to do one activity for each. Behavioral, okay? So for behavioral, I'm showing you 2 pictures. Now you have to explain the behavior happening in these 2 pictures and where the learning is actually happening. Tell me.
Ma'am,
Yes.
Ma'am, in the second scenario where students are engaged in doing something, they are actually enjoying the class and they are learning by doing.
Okay, they are learning by doing. But actually, is it what kind of behavior is this classroom showcasing?
A sense of freedom the students are having that
Okay.
they can express themselves.
Okay.
Creativity, there is a creativity they can.
Creativity, yes. And
Happiness is there.
happiness is there. Actually, they are engaged in the topic that is being given to them. Right? There is engagement. It might be chaotic. All the things are being scattered here and there and things like that. Right? Okay, fine. If we say कि ma'am ये तो art room में ऐसे ही होता है, no ma'am, but this can be created in all the rooms, right? So we can always have one single worksheet for a group of 4 students, and they are doing it together. Okay, so we need them to do in such a way that they are learning the behavioral thing of collaboration. And what is happening in this class? It's all a disciplined, neat and clean, spick and span class. What kind of behavior is happening here? They are all well-behaved, cultured, civilized. Is there engagement? No.
no.
Is there
No.
actual learning happening? No.
Ma'am,
It's
in
not
first class,
imposed.
ma'am, actually
Actually,
first
ma'am,
classes,
Yeah. I think two of them are speaking together. Yes, Deepika ma'am.
ma'am, actually in the first class, as the picture is stating, that is promoting discipline, attentive listening, focus, and respect of classroom rules. But it is using, ma'am, direct instruction, lectures. In the second scenario, the things are more towards the children orientation. Whereas in first case, I think it's more towards the teacher orientation. That can be there.
Okay. So actually, this was our very much traditional way of teaching, that it was all teacher-centric. Here it is student-centric. Here there is no engagement. The teacher has only completed the syllabus. It might look very disciplined, very civilized and cultured. But again, it is an imposed education on them, which is not going to last for long. It is just like a bubble which can burst anytime. Right, and they are not going to come with that happiness and that achievement that I have learned something new. It is only that teacher ne padhaya, humne passively sun liya. Here, okay, I have created a 3D model based on, the size versus weight. Okay, so this kind of things. And I totally agree with ma'am that this is also many a times required. We cannot, just throw away this thing. But the only thing is that, again, when you have given them this kind of environment, you don't have to have a stick in your hand. Your students are going to listen to you just with a single word. And that's exactly.
But sometimes for a change, I feel both are required.
Both
Not
are required. Both
yes.
are required, absolutely. Because these little monsters, they always know how to take the advantage.
Because when we have studied this creativity, yes, that was not so much, but we have learned things
Twinkle
that's not
ma'am,
like.
आप ये तो रहने दो, हम लोग तो बहुत सीधे बच्चे थे. हम लोग तो बहुत सीधे थे. Right? Yeah. Okay, jokes are apart,
Exactly,
but
ma'am. Not like sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Exactly, not like these Gen Z kids. We are well disciplined.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं. Oh my God, ma'am, the facial expressions they give us, and rolling
and
the
way
eyes.
they will answer.
The way they answer, as if they are entitled to conquer the world.
Yeah. Wherever they want, they will speak.
चलो अब हम लोग emotional की बात करते हैं. So I have taken this, judging a book by its cover. I'm going to show you the cover of the book and you have to guess कि आखिर book की story क्या होगी. ठीक है? So as the maxim goes ना, don't judge the book by its cover. हम लोग आज judge करेंगे. ठीक है? और फिर देखते हैं कि कितने emotionally connected हैं हम लोग. Okay? So this is Eleanor Oliphant is completely fine. It's all yellow, bright. Book of the year, 2 million copies sold with the burnt matchstick का घर बनाया हुआ है. What do you think so that the story is all about? मैंने जान के ऐसी book ली है जो कि not is very popular, even though it has sold 2 millions. सिर्फ और सिर्फ book cover को देखकर बताओ that what do you think so that the story of this would be? It is written funny, touching, and unpredictable.
It's about the mental emotion, something emotional thing, emotions of the people.
Okay, all right.
Everything is fine, whatever is there, but it is fine, something like that.
Okay. Anyone? Come on, give it a guess.
Something related to empathy, ma'am. Something related to that.
Okay, all right. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, looking to the image, it seems that story means it is written, it's completely fine. Means it seems that behind the smile, there are many pains.
Oh my God. इससे तो मुझे वो बॉलीवुड का गाना याद आ गया, तुम जो इतना मुस्कुरा रहे हो, कौन सा गम है जो छुपा रहे हो. All right. Yeah, okay. So let's see. So the cover is quite light, quirky, maybe humorous. It's reality, a deep emotional story about loneliness, trauma, and self-acceptance. Completely fine doesn't mean that we are fine. It is just a cover up, right? Okay. Now it is a known one, Life of a Pi. You all know. What kind of, cover or a story that tells you about this? Is it a story about a boy and a tiger?
Just the life of both of them
It is
in an island.
Okay.
Bonding of two
Bonding.
people.
Okay, bonding of two different species, right?
Yeah.
surviving alone with the available things, whatever.
Okay. Sorry, ma'am, your voice was cracking. I couldn't catch up. Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am. Is it clear now?
Hanji, better. Yeah.
Surviving alone and
Survival. All right.
Yeah, survival.
Okay. All right. So let's see. So looks like a simple adventure about a boy and a tiger. It's a philosophical exploration of faith, survival, and storytelling. Yes, you got it correct that it is all about survival, but it's all about faith also. Because there are many things about the boy that has been told in this story about changing the religion every now and then, right? So it's all about faith, right? Okay, now let's come to cognitive dimension. I am going to give you two incomplete figures. You don't have to give me the obvious complete picture or name, but you have to give me any other thing that can be created by it. Okay, so this can be an incomplete cloud. This is a half a heart, right? That comes the very first in our mind. ये दो चीज को हटा दो, ये दो नहीं है. अब let's use
First
our
is ice cream. First is ice
First
cream.
one is the ice cream. All right. Flavor भी
Other
बताओ.
one is a broken
हाँ
heart.
जी, flavor भी बताओ. बहुत गर्मी है.
A walking stick.
Walking stick, absolutely. Yes. Come on. Use your cognitions.
The first one might be the hair of a boy. We can write down.
Absolutely.
It's
Malinga.
like an umbrella. Yeah, an umbrella.
And the
Hello,
second.
ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Purviji.
First figure is we can say that popcorn,
Okay.
and
चलो, ठीक है.
another one is ice cream candy.
Ice cream candy. Okay. Yeah. वो सारा वो आ गया है. All right.
Ma'am, it can be tree canopy and umbrella stick.
Umbrella stick. Absolutely. So this is how we are going to give the activities to our kids. All right. So this is going to get their engagement. जो हम लोग कह रहे थे ना कि lunch break के बाद आते हैं और फिर. So you just have to draw these incomplete figures on the board and ask them to just name the things you are going to keep on writing. It is just, you don't have to do any kind of pre-preparation, and you are going to get all the engagement of the classroom, right? We can always show them a picture or, any kind of incomplete picture, and then they need to complete the picture. So that's how the engagement can happen, right? Let's talk about the engagement ladder. So these are the engagement ladders. Passive, जब हम लोग lecture दे रहे हैं और वो passively सुन रहे हैं. Participating, questioning, investigating, creating, teaching others. Okay, let's do activity for each. Okay, so the very first is the passive. तो हम लोग usually यही तो करते हैं ना कि बोर्ड में notes लिख दिया, इसी को copy कर लो, यही रट लेना और फिर ऐसे ही questions आ जाएंगे. This is what the traditional way of teaching has been. Am I right? Right? कितनों जो भी स्मार्ट होंगे वो लोगों ने फटाफट लिख दिया, got it checked, हमने उन्हें आइसक्रीम दे दिया, स्टार दे दिया, and the others are still struggling. Okay, but the same passive thing, how can we participate there? हमें ये सिखाने तो है ही है, this is the part of their syllabus. अब सिखाना तो है, how can we do it? Which idiom is this? Tell me. I am just going to give you 10 seconds. Please, read all the idioms with its meaning, and then you can identify the picture. I'm not going to give you more time. बच्चे नहीं हैं हम लोग. Okay, that's it. Chalo. Which idiom is it? Come on, guys.
Ma'am,
The clock, yes.
bite the bullet,
No. Okay.
kill
Dekho,
the time,
kill the time. Okay,
and
just
kill the
let
time.
me read it once for you. Under the weather, kill time, killing two birds with an arrow, on the same page, thinking out of the box, chill out, bite the bullet, break the ice. Okay, so these are the passive learning we have given. अब हम participate कैसे कराएंगे? अब बताओ आप, which idiom is it? You are
Kill
asking
the
them.
time.
This is killing time. What was the meaning of killing time? We are just wasting time, right? Oh my God. Now they are all dead.
But two birds with a stone, something like that.
Killing two birds with one stone. Absolutely right. Picture. So kinesthetically, you are making them involved. Yes, ma'am. I know the answer. Visually, वो देख रहे हैं, and आपने उन्हें notes दे दिया. They can always write it also. You know, साथ ही साथ. उसके बाद, let's have this.
Thinking out of the box.
Thinking out of the box, right? Pictures. This is how you are going to make them. This is all, you know.
Chilling out, something like that.
Chilling out. This is
Bite the bullet.
bite the bullet, right? Literally, it is translating the picture is your idiom. That's how you are going to participate.
Break the ice break water.
You know what? अब ना picture दिखा दिया ना, तो जब भी ये idiom आएगा ना, they are always going to visualize this picture. All right. So not every time YouTube videos are going to work. Sometimes taking the screenshot and creating your own activity through those videos can also work. Yeah. Now the next level is question. Okay. Now I am going to show you a picture. You have to tell me what is going to be the ending of this according to you. I'll just zoom it for your own reference, if it is okay, right? So child is here. She is really confused with the question paper. She has got a cheat sheet. And while she was seeing the cheat sheet, the teacher approached. What is going to be the end according to you? Questioning. Emotional dimension.
Embarrassed. She would be caught, pulled up.
Okay. And what is going to be the C? She is going to be caught red-handed.
Caught red-handed with it, and she'd be embarrassed.
She is going to be embarrassed. All right. Let's leave the words which are given at the bottom. Let's go beyond this.
The child realized her mistake and she doesn't cheat.
She is not going to cheat. She promised that I am not going to cheat ever again. Right? Yeah. What other can be the... This is how questioning. You are working with their cognition, with their emotions. सही चीज सिखा रहे हैं without actually सिखाना. It is all about showing them. It is just a picture. You can have a printout also and then show it in the class, right? This is the second ladder. Now, investigating. चलो अब हम सब लोग investigators बन जाते हैं. Okay? Who did better to the world, according to you? Was it Mother Teresa or was it APJ Abdul Kalam? I would love to hear everyone's
APJ Kalam. APJ Kalam.
Yeah. Why Twinkle, ma'am? Why have you voted for him?
This is very controversial thing, but I will say
exactly.
Because Mother Teresa was not here for the social work, to be very frank. She was not here for social work.
Okay.
That's a part of a different story. But yeah, APJ Kalam has done a lot of things in science and technology, and he has raised the Indian bar a lot. That's why my vote goes to APJ Kalam.
Okay. So first of all, you have given them this question: who did better? घर पर जाओ, इसके बारे में research करो, and get me the answer tomorrow. I want you to support one. Either it is Mother Teresa or it is going to be APJ Abdul Kalam. This is how investigation happens. encourage them to do research, encourage them to read their text before you explain them the text. This is how curiosity is going to be created in your class next day. We cannot, assume or expect the curiosity until and unless we have challenged their cognition. So, the next ladder was creating that we are creating the models project or any kind of thing. Teaching others is also one of the engagement ladder. If our time of the school can allow us, we can always have one activity, each one teach one. कोई भी एक topic अपने peer को सिखाएगा. At least once in a month we can have that. Okay, so this is how the engagement ladder in your class is going to get it. Now, where do students lose engagement? Why they are not, despite that we are creating so many things for them, we are doing so many things, but still. Let's learn this with a case study. Now, हमारा topic है why are bees important? तो जो एक traditional method था, teacher starts with definitions, students read the textbook, teacher gave all the answers, everyone completes the same worksheet, students write, I learned about bees, taking action, unit ends with a test. खत्म. यही चलता है और यही चलता आ रहा था. Where is the engagement? Nowhere. It is all teacher doing all the thinking, all the everything. बच्चों ने तो बताया भी नहीं कि why are bees important, और किसी ने ये पूछा भी नहीं that are they actually important. Okay, now tuning in, the teacher shows honey, fruit and a toy bee and asks, what if bees disappeared? Questioning, right? Students explore videos, articles and image, investigating, sorting out, group discussions and organizing, collaboration. Right? Going further, each group investigate a question of their choice. They come up with their own lesson planner. Encourage them to ask questions which are going to be relevant to the topic. You don't have to do the topics of, the back questions. Reflection. Students share how their thinking has changed. Taking action, students create awareness posters and plant bee-friendly flowers. All right. You can also, start your class with the board thing, writing, be beautiful, right? So we are talking about today bees. So bees are beautiful. So it is going to be be and then dash beautiful. So that's how the engagement is going to happen. Any question till now? Anyone? Yep. Wow. No questions? Okay. अब आपके लिए ये toolkit है, everyone. You'll be getting a post-webinar notes also, but you can take the screenshot also of this, right? So what can be our toolkit to get the engagement? The gallery walk, that means the exhibitions, the posters that we, visible thinking routines. We can always put the pictures or the objects in our class. Learning stations. There are media, there are board or there are worksheet stations that can help them. Then there are choice boards. Choice boards as in, अगर history का कोई topic है तो आपने उसमें timeline बना दिया है कि ये हमारे freedom fighters थे, इन्होंने इस वक्त करा या फिर Indian Revolution ऐसा चला या जो भी आपका topic है. Jigsaw, each one teach one, right? That's what we have discussed. Then we have another toolkit, which is hexagonal thinking, which means you have asked them, you have narrated them a story. Let's take from your English text, ठीक है? उसके characters के बारे में लिखो, उसके theme के बारे में और उसका genre, whether it is a tragedy or a comedy or any kind of a moral story. And then they are going to have those kind of things. छोटे-छोटे A4 size में ही you can have it on your straw board. Wonder walls, that means you have they are writing questions every day. and they are being answered. Learning menus, all right. 5 adjective, you have given them the ingredient. Now use those 5 adjectives in a paragraph. Provocations, give them what if situation. What if you are Narendra Modi for a day? What if you are the teacher of this class for a day? Exit tickets, always ask, what have we learned today? Sirf ek sentence, what have we learned today? That's it. So this can be the engagement toolkit. Anyone, any question? Okay. Now, many a times it happens that the behavior of the student gets very disruptive, gets very annoying, and gets very disturbing to the other students. So we have to understand at this age, their behavior is the communication. They are not going to come to you with their problems. If they are behaving in a certain maladaptive way, they might be trying to communicate you something. For example, teacher gives worksheet, student refuses, teacher scolds, student refuses more. So maybe antecedent means कि ऐसा कर रहा है तो पहले क्या हुआ था. Maybe the student was humiliated because of not solving or solving it all wrong. And that's why in order to save himself, herself from the humiliation, the child is refusing to solve the worksheet. The consequence, please ask them the reason why. This is the behavior. वो नहीं आपको आके बताएंगे कि मैम मुझे मैथ्स टीचर ने बहुत ज्यादा डांटा था, now I'm having the worksheet phobia or the exam phobia or things like this. Just a second. So what kind of restorative questions we can have? We can have, why did you do that? All right. So it is going to be what happened, who was affected, and how can we repair it? ठीक है, आपको वर्कशीट नहीं करनी है, आपको अभी फोबिया लगता है, बट हमें तो ये वाला टॉपिक करना है, तो हम कैसे करेंगे? आप बच्चे से ही पूछ लो कि मैम I am going to show you 5 sums from the book, or I am going to give you an assignment tomorrow, or I am going to narrate the story to you. Okay, and that's how it is going to be. We just have to do it. See, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि class 1 to 8 वाली teaching में many of the things are in our hands, right? We can always tweak our teaching things. We can always tweak things according to our students' learning. So why not we are doing it? If we are different, our students are also different. Each teacher is different, each student is different, right? Now, from theory to real classroom, children constantly leave their seats during inquiry centers. Is this a management issue or a lesson design issue? This is not the management issue. We have not given them the expectations that we have. Students refuse group work because one member never contributes. How would you intervene? आप बताओ. Summers में बहुत सारे लोग हम लोग देते हैं, integrated projects देते हैं, बहुत सारे बच्चे group project नहीं करना चाहते हैं, कुछ बच्चे एक particular बच्चे को अपने साथ नहीं रखना चाहते हैं. How are you going to solve this problem? Participants, come on. It is time for you to speak now. Can we get the recorded, reordered class, ma'am? I'm facing network issue.
Well, I have told them we always share the recorded session, so we will share.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. How are you going to encourage the group participation, or if one child is not being taken by any group? How are you going to solve this? Okay. We are going to make groups, and you are going to give each child a role of the group. You are the creator. You are the digital, mind. You are the researcher. and you are going to create or finish or give it an artistic thing. That's how, if you have given them the roles, that's how they are going to participate. तो अब कोई नहीं करेगा उसका तो कोई चांस ही नहीं, क्योंकि सबके रोल्स हमने डिफाइन कर दिए, and that's how we can bring it to our theory. Yes, okay. Let's have every 10 minutes we need to ask, we need to try to move our class if it is a possibility. You know, you have to stand when I say sit, and you have to sit when I say stand. Just 10 seconds. Sit, stand, sit, stand. That's it. Move, or make them draw anything. Let's do this thing. Okay. Strategy, जो कि मैंने आपको बताया, ask. What would happen if gravity disappeared for a day? All right. In the middle of a session, you are just asking them or throwing them a question. Predict. What will the ice melt faster on metal or wood? Okay. So उन्हें आप पूछो. अगर आप साइंस का ये टॉपिक पढ़ा रहे हो तो आप उनसे पूछो. Predict करेंगे वो. Before you have explained them. Vote. Who was more influential, Gandhi ji or Bhagat Singh, as I have asked you? Move. 4 corners game. I know this is going to take a lot of time. Once in a while, or we can do short activity. Write the lesson's key idea. उन्हें हाथ से भी लिखवाना पड़ेगा. Discuss. How can we reduce plastic waste? Tell to your partners, not to the teacher. Draw the water cycle using only one picture. Make them draw things. Reflect. One thing I learned, that is your exit ticket. Teach someone. You have to teach them. Again and again, see, we are repeating the strategy somewhere or the other, and that's exactly what you have to do. Right? Now comes the assessment philosophy. How are we going to assess whether we are getting the engagement or not? अब इसमें कुछ वो आंसर्स वैसे तो मिल नहीं रहे एग्जाम्स वाले जिसमें कि आंसर किए हैं और we need to see assessment for learning. Are they giving us the exit tickets? Is the peer also giving us the feedback? Staff room में जो talks होती है, and are they asking questions? Assessment as learning, self-assessment. आप उनसे पूछो. That they are going to ask themselves, are you feeling confident about this topic? Reflection journals, if it is a possibility in your school culture. Goal setting. If you have scored 90, let's set the goal to be of 95. Okay, so assessment as learning. Assessment of learning. Projects ho gaye, presentations ho gaye, tests ho gaye, ya exhibitions ho gaye. So this is how it is going to come. Now, let me give you a framework, WWW or EBI. All right, WWW, what went well. If you are getting the exit tickets, if you are getting the peer feedback, if you are getting the questions from your students, that means that strategy has worked. Okay, so name the specific move that worked, not just that it worked. आप उन्हें बताओ, okay, तुम्हारी ये चीज बहुत बढ़िया थी. So what went well? Or if there is any kind of loopholes, even better if. EBI. One precise, actionable next step, not a vague, try harder वाली चीज नहीं करनी है. For example, a teacher gives 8 on 10. The students ask, how do I improve? You need to use more vocabulary. You need to elaborate your answer. You need to give each steps in your maths. You need to give more facts in your history or SST. So specific answer देंगे. All right. I want everyone to please rate your own classroom as the last activity of this webinar. Everyone, my students have genuine voice in shaping how we learn. 1 is for rarely, 5 is for every time. And 2, 3, 4 are in the middle. Please give yourself, and you are going to learn that how your class is going on. Let's do our self-assessment activity ourselves. My students have meaningful choice in task or process. Do you give them choice? Okay, agar aapko dance nahi karna hai, what is going to be one thing that you would like to do? My classroom relies on structured collaboration, not just group sitting. All right, there is a structure to everything. I built in regular, honest reflection on learning. Are you actually having the reflection and the exit tickets for them? My lessons are built around genuine inquiry questions. Gone are the days when we used to teach from the book. Now the book is for them to do it before we have started the chapter even. My feedback names specific next steps. Please, जो remarks आप लोग देते हो, make it as specific as you can. I built in movement and variety at least every 10 minutes. That's what I have given you the engagement toolkit. I plan explicit assessment for and not only of learning. क्या सीखा है वो तो ठीक है, क्यों सीखा है that is also required. You all can get your own audit done, and you are going to find out that wheresoever you are just not putting things or you were not aware of, you can always work on that. Each activity has been explained in the notes. You'll be getting each and everything. In fact, after this, you are going to get one post-webinar activity sheet also. Please solve it and send us back those, because that's how we'll come to know. And if you have any question, that is going to go. So before we go, tomorrow I will stop lecturing my kids, I would say. Tomorrow I will start questioning them more and more. One strategy that I will implement is to be funny with them, to enjoy my students' time with myself. That is going to be my pledge. What is yours? All right, so the floor is open for everyone to ask questions. Where are my participants?
Any questions, any doubts, any suggestions, please go ahead.
Please,
any
please.
experience you want to share with us? Yeah, you can, please.
We always keep this 5 to 10 minutes for your interaction. Yes,
Yeah.
Deepika.
No, ma'am, session was it was explanatory, ma'am. Everything you told in a very nice way, and few additives were also there. And the work which you have given, we'll try to do that also. Miss, it was very nice session, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
No doubts, ma'am.
Anyone? Come
Anyone
on.
wants to add something over here?
Yes, your own experiences or any kind of activities that you keep on doing with your kids, which they actually enjoy. So you can always share with us.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
whatever I want to learn from this webinar that already you taught us, I have learned quick engagement strategies from you,
Okay.
from this today's webinar.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
I
so
will
much.
going to implement in my classroom.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And actually, those feedback forms and post-activity sheet is for this only. Because, let's bring it to this basic ground. Your feedback is going to be our next step, right? How can we improve ourselves? So that is going to, your feedback is going to be the base of that. So please, it is our humble request to please do those sheets and send it to us. Even if it is in the PDF form, you can always edit it or send your answers in the WhatsApp group. That can also really happen. So anything that is convenient for you is good.
The post-webinar activity sheet has been posted in the group, and the feedback form also. Please go through both and fill up the feedback form as it is mandatory. And yes, now share your experiences if anyone wants to share.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please.
इतना
किसकी
सन्नाटा
क्लास
क्यों
में
भाई?
हाँ, किसकी क्लास में सबसे ज्यादा शोर होता है?
मैम जब तक हम लोग चाहते हैं तब तक, and the moment when the lesson starts, then there is, complete silence. Till the time we allow them.
Oh, that's good.
उसके
That's
बाद फिर
yeah,
then the
because
lesson.
see, as a human, और वो भी बच्चे अगर इतनी देर बैठे तो बाबा, it is in itself is a punishment for them, right? So we need to have certain kind of activities. Acha, I'll share one activity. I was doing one thing with my students. Ki, I wanted to teach them that why are you so afraid of the art of small talk and starting a conversation with someone. Okay? So I asked them कि for 40 seconds पूरे क्लास में आपको घूमना है and you have to shake hands with as many students or as many people you can in those 40 seconds. All right, so all the students, they managed to shake hands with all the students. And then I came up with this question. Once 40 seconds was over, I asked them, किसी ने मेरे से handshake नहीं करा? किसी ने नहीं करा? Am I not human? Am I not visible to you all? And that's exactly what is the moral of our today's class. Breaking the ice of going and talking to strangers. आप लोगों ने सिर्फ आपस में ही अपने दोस्तों में, क्योंकि नोन फ्रेंड्स थे एंड ऑल, वो सबसे हैंडशेक कर लिया. No one came to me and it was my first day in the school. So they were not knowing me at all. Okay, so these kind of activities, it is just a 1-minute activity. It might be disrupting for 30 seconds, right? But uske baad you have got their attention. Yeah? Okay.
Anu ji, Purvi ji, Anusha ji, any questions? Anyone? Manisha ji, Divya ji, Yamini ji, any questions before we wind up the session?
No, it's well explained.
Yeah, Purvi ji, you are, yeah, tell me.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
Purvi ji, you are audible.
Yes, I want to share one experience.
Yeah.
Actually, before 2 months, we are having a welcome ceremony of RT students in our school. So, a few dignitaries came there to give the speech and all that, and we have to perform some drama over there. So, we have been told that we have till they give the speech, we have to sit in the staff room. So I have observed that we are so adult. Then also 5 to 7 times someone came and told us that your voice is coming out. So मतलब चुप रहो, इतना 7, 8, 10 बार बोला. अपने टीचर्स है, वी आर टीचर्स. देन ऑल्सो किसी को 10 बार बोलना पड़ता है, तो हम बच्चे से कितना एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं. दे आर सो स्मॉल.
Exactly. और अब चुप रहो वाली चीज या कीप क्वाइट वाली चीज तो रही नहीं गई है, because now they don't speak for the namesake of being nonchalant, right? एक ये जो नया शब्द आ गया है कि ओ मैम आई एम nonchalant. They are so disinterested in each and everything. They turn their heads if you meet or see them out of the school premises or somewhere. So that kind of engagement and connection needs to be established with our students. Yeah.
और मैम कितने सारे वर्कशॉप्स जो ऑफलाइन भी मैंने भरे हैं, तो उसमें कई बार बोला है कि एक्टिव क्लास उसको ही बोलते हैं जिसमें दोनों तरफ का आवाज आती है, टीचर की
आती है,
और बच्चों की.
बिल्कुल मैम, बिल्कुल.
पर ये सारी बातें कई लोग बोलते हैं, समझने के लिए तैयार ही नहीं होते. अभी मेरे साथ क्या होता है कि जैसे एक्टिव, पहले मेरा क्लास कंट्रोल एकदम बराबर था बिफोर कोरोना के पहले की बात है. अभी मुझे एक्टिविटीज करवानी ज्यादा अच्छी लगती है, तो ऐसा बोला जाता है कि आप एक्टिविटीज कंडक्ट करते हो तो आपका क्लास कंट्रोल नहीं रहा। तो कई बार मुझे ऐसा फील होता है कि क्या मुझे एक्टिविटीज बंद कर देनी चाहिए?
No,
तो
not at
बच्चे
all,
हैं
ma'am.
तो
Not
थोड़ा
at all.
आवाज
Not
तो
at
होगा
all.
ही ना।
बिल्कुल भी नहीं पूर्वी मैम, बिल्कुल आप एक्टिविटीज नहीं बंद करेंगे, बिकॉज एंड जस्ट टेल देम कॉन्फिडेंटली that you can ask the feedback from my students, from their parents in the PTM, whether my classroom is learning or is it just creating noise. Give them
Yes.
this confident answer. They are never going to stop you from the activities.
Thank you, Purvi ji,
Thank you.
for your experience. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Shilpi ji, for the
Thank you.
activity-based learning. I hope we will change our teaching from tomorrow onwards only. वैसे तो we are doing activity-based learning nowadays. Everybody is following that only.
It is ABA now, just ABA, activity-based assessment, activity-based
Yes.
learning and all. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. We will be meeting on Sunday now for the technology integration in education. It will be based on AI also. So you will be learning AI also. So we'll be meeting on 19th at 7 p.m. for the session. Thank you everyone for joining us. Please check the group for the updates and all the information will be posted in the group. Thank you everyone. Thank you, Shilpi ji.